Do you keep running out of battery life when you're using all the vehicles in Tears of the Kingdom? Well, I'm going to show you where you can find the Zonai outfit that allows you to boost your battery life when you're using the vehicles in Tears of the Kingdom. And it's a pretty good looking set nonetheless. So let's get into it. Now, all these locations are on pretty unique islands in the Sky Islands area, but I want to make your way over to the North Necluda Sky Archipelago, roughly above this area on the map. Nice thing is there's an island right across from where I want you to start that has a waterfall that you can use the Zonai Armor to get up. No matter what way you get here, make sure you come to this pedestal to really activate the whole island, essentially. You're actually going to start seeing some of the wind turbines on your right start to activate with this nice little cutscene, giving you an idea of what path you're going to need to take to get up to the top of this island, which is the idea of most of these islands anyway in the Sky Archipelago. Nonetheless, make your way all the way up to the top and you will see another chasm that you can jump down to make sure you get all the way down to the bottom. I personally recommend getting the glide armor and using it. It makes it a lot easier to navigate around all these different lasers. Nonetheless, once you get to the bottom, it'll actually be a hot spring, which is nice just in case you do get bumped up along the way like I did. Now what you're going to come across is this shrine, which is very important because it shows you one of the locations pretty closely, but at the same time it's a little sneaky hideaway. What you want to do is go to this pillar that's right behind the shrine, this little crevice, this little indent if you will, where you can jump up and actually ascend to the second level of this, and this is where the chest is actually going to be hidden. Took a lot of time to find, but nonetheless, that's why I'm making this video for you guys, so you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. And here's your first armor piece. Next, you're going to want to make your way all the way over to the east side of the Sky Islands, east side of Hyrule, right where you see the Spiral Islands, known as the Wrist Peninsula. This island took me a little while to actually get to. I actually flew from the Water Temple in the Zora area. I know there's a bunch of different ways that you can get there. This is just the easiest way that I got there. Nonetheless, same idea as the previous island. Find this little pedestal to really activate the islands. And what you're going to see on this one is actually there's a bunch of different cannons in a way. Nonetheless, a bunch of these activate along all the different islands that are in this specific archipelago, which allows you to get to different sides and launch a bunch of different rocks, which comes into play on how you actually get to unlocking this chest that you need to go to. Line up these rocks on the very top island, align it perfectly with the sphere, and what you're going to do is have one of these blocks go inside the sphere. That way you can activate a lever inside of there to have the sphere spin around, allowing you to get to the segment that actually contains the chest. So once you're in there, obviously take the block, place it on the pedestal, the lever. It's going to make the sphere spin around. What you want to do is go back outside, jump down, and then on the other side of the sphere, you'll have your chest. Finally, make your way to the north to Pantha Sky Archipelago, all the way to the west side of Hyrule. This one's going to be a cold one, so make sure you have the cold armor. Nonetheless, this one is also very difficult to get to. However you want to get here, make sure you come to the pedestal, your third and final pedestal, to really activate the island that you're on. What you're going to see is that giant spotlight and the island surrounded by water. The water is going to start to slowly decrease, and that way you can actually get inside of the island, which was originally flooded. So where the spot is actually shining, make your way to that exact location. You're going to see a cave that you need to blow up and get down into. This is where the puzzle really begins. This shining light from the spotlight is actually going to be part of the puzzle, where you have to shine all of these different lights throughout the entire cave, aligned with mirrors that are already placed for you, which is obviously super helpful. Make your way around until you run into the final mirror where it doesn't seem you go in a clockwise situation anymore. Turn around, you will find another mirror pointing straight down. Destroy the construct and either use the mirror shield or your own mirror to reflect onto the giant mirror, and the walls will start to come down. Basically, it's telling you fixed the puzzle, finished the puzzle, but this is where you're going to want to go next. Go right in front of the giant mirror you just activated, ascend to where you see the chest, and this is going to be your third and final piece of your Zonai armor. And that's all 3 pieces of the Zonai. I call it the Zonai armor, just makes it easier for me to say. And as you can see, when you have all 3 pieces of the armor set, it has energy up to the max. Essentially what it allows you to do is when you have a bunch of different batteries or a bunch of different pieces on one of the Zonai vehicles, it can go for a lot longer. And like I said in the beginning of this video, it's a really cool looking armor. It's one of the new ones that they put into Tears of the Kingdom. I personally love it. I think it adds a nice flair to the game. I hope you guys found this location guide helpful. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out, and I'll catch you in the next video.